Everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Zoe Dawn at Dusk. I did miss last week. It was my first week back at school, and honestly, my week was just so fucking hectic, and I didn't want to post anything like just shitty just to post it. And I wanted it to be something good quality. I couldn't really think of a topic for this week for a minute, but it was just so much. Like, I've been stressed because I've been interviewing to get another position at my job and just a lot. So it's just kind of honestly been a little stressful. So in school, like, I'm taking 3 classes, and honestly the syllabus quizzes are, and like just like the intro, like the first few weeks are always so fucking ridiculous for absolutely no reason. So it was just a lot, and again, I didn't want to put anything shitty out, so I figured it was just best to take a break. It's my podcast. I can do what I want. But thank you for still coming back and watching. So anyway, yeah, no, it was a kind of a busy week, but I went to a Suicide Boys concert. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I've never listened to a single Suicide Boys song in my life, and now they're my number one gym playlist song. Dude, Antarctica is my shit. I don't know what's in that, but it makes, I live till failure with that one. Ugh. Yeah, so I don't know. Anyway, again, there's just been kind of a lot going on in my life lately, and I feel like I'm finally getting some good boundaries up, and it's becoming a little bit more calm. Like, there's still a lot going on, but I think it is becoming a little bit more calm because I'm having boundaries and I'm being honest with people and just things I don't want to be in anymore, situations, whatever. So anyway, before we get into this week's video, I almost forgot. We got to do my favorite things of the week. So I'm recording this on a very, 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 very special day. It is Man's Best Friend release day. And anything that woman writes, absolutely anything she writes, I am in love with. I love her with everything I have in me. So anyway, I figured I'd show you some of my favorite Sabrina Carpenter things that I own. I low-key have another shirt, but I got it from Target, so it's mid, so I didn't wear it. But this is my sweater. I bought it on Black Friday because I wanted to go to her concert so bad and I didn't. So this is what I bought instead, because anyone who knows me knows that my mom works on the radio, so sometimes she's able to get me tickets and whatnot. So I was really hoping I could get Sabrina Carpenter tickets, and I couldn't, and it's okay. So anyway, let me just show you this. Okay, did you guys appreciate it enough, or should I do it again? Okay, this is what I thought. So this is my favorite. It is so comfy, so warm. It's more of like a red maroon, which I like, but I thought it'd be more of a brown, but it's still cute. I wish I would have sized up, but it's okay, because I like, this is like fitting, but it's not like oversized. I love my shit oversized. Anyway, some of my other favorite Sabrina Carpenter stuff. Oh my goodness, I almost forgot. Hold on. Okay, I got the saucer set. My mom got it for me for a present one time. Again, her station sometimes gets free stuff, so this is something I got. So fucking cute. I haven't used it, but it has like little espresso and then her logo on it. The plate doesn't have anything too crazy. Sorry. Okay, anyway. The plate doesn't have anything too crazy on it, but yeah, it's so cute. But so I got my sweater, I got that, and then I have her perfume. Sabrina's perfumes smell amazing. I used to have the pink one. I've never got the espresso one. I haven't even smelt it, but I ran out of the pink one. But her original Sweet Tooth smells so good. And then this one's honestly kind of mid. I think this one's a little bit more masculine. It still smells pretty good though. I forget what it smells like. Or it's more caramel. I don't know. Maybe I haven't given this one a fair shot. I low-key haven't worn this one before, so we'll have to wear it. But I love it. And then the cherry one, dude, this one smells like heaven, like divine. The only thing that sucks is I wish it stuck. I have to spray this shit every like 10 minutes. I'm not gonna lie to you, but it smells so good. And then what came in them, so the little Sabrina Carpenter Sweet Tooth, the pink one of these, one year came with lipsticks. They're not supposed to be red. That's just my lipstick that dyed it that color. But this smells like her perfume, and it is such a good lip gloss. I love this lip gloss. I have 2. So this one's the one I use my lipstick with because I only ever wear red lipstick, and then the other one I don't use lipstick with. And then this one, it's the one that Caramel Dream one, so it's a darker lipstick, but it still smells, and oh, it's so good. I love her. Next, let me show you some of my vinyls. I know last time I showed you my Justin Bieber and I think Russ ones, but now it's Sabrina. So, Emails I Can't Send. I love this one. This honestly is when I started to listen to Sabrina. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not like an OG, but I've loved her for a while now. Like right before this came out, like I think I started like actually following her when her and Joshua posted the Shark Boy and Lava Girl video, and that's when I was like, oh my god, she's kind of hot. And then I started I've become obsessed with her ever since. This is the fruitcake one. My friend got me this for Christmas. Oh, I love this one. This is one that my mom got me. It's the Short and Sweet Deluxe. She got it with that teacup for the station, and I'm like, hell yeah, because this is the one I bought myself because I thought she was so fucking hot in this. Literally everything about this woman, I adore her. And then my boyfriend just got me the signed version of her new one. I literally texted him and I'm like, buy me this, and he bought me it. So yeah, lovely. I am in love with that woman. She is my favorite thing, and those are my favorite things of her. So yeah, anyway, so like I said, I'm kind of going through a lot of changes, and I'm starting to have more boundaries and just a little bit of everything. So this week I wanted to talk about why you need to stop disrespecting yourself and why it's so important to not disrespect yourself. I feel like this analogy can have a lot of different meanings, and it can, again, like every situation's different. There's many different ways to disrespect yourselves and many different ways to view this. But I wanted to explain it my way, the way that I think that it's important, especially right now. So as always, let's start with the Google definition of respect. So respect is a feeling of deep admiration for someone or something elected by their abilities, qualities, or achievements. So overall, honestly, I think respect is caring for someone. I think respect is putting other people before yourself, even if it causes you discomfort. And just literally doing the bare fucking minimum. I think respect is the bare fucking minimum. And there's so many ways that you can respect people, and like to kind of like get into my definition a little bit more, I wanted to start to like kind of explain small and big ways to respect people. So I think small ways can be so simple. And again, just to prove my point of respect can be an inconvenience, I kind of want to say what it is and then explain how it can make just your life a little bit harder in a sense. So one way that you can is by holding the door for the person behind you. Like at a gas station, you might be running kind of late and just need to hurry up, and so it's affecting you because it's causing you to run more late, but you're doing the bare minimum by holding the door open for someone behind you. You can, when someone comes over to your house, do you guys want water? Do you want sodas? Do you want anything? And again, this can, and it's just like, especially people that are coming into your home or people that you want to create that setting for, it's just the bare minimum to do for them, because it's either someone you care about or they're in your house for a reason. But this can inconvenience you because then you have to get up and maybe you're really comfy and you have to go get them something, or maybe you really didn't want to give them, like, you know, like it can inconvenience you, but you still do it anyway. Another thing is like letting someone merge on the highway. So like, again, let's say you're just gonna be nice and you're gonna let someone merge, but then they go so fucking slow in the fast lane. That can inconvenience you because now you're going 16 to 65 on the highway in the fast lane, and but you let them over because you want it to be nice. So, and again, so like these all affect you, but they're literally the simplest ways to respect people. And even though they can affect you, still fucking do them. There's also bigger ways that you can respect someone. So you can respect your boss by working really hard at your job and trying to be the best you can be. This can make your life a little bit harder because it can make you more tired. It can make you not feel as fulfilled. It can just do a lot more for you. I mean, not as fulfilled. It can make you tired, and it can just like just make you drained, honestly, and it can make you lose sleep. It can make you anxious, but you're still going to do it. And this is a bigger version of an inconvenience for you rather than letting someone merge on the highway. Another big way that you can respect someone is by like staying late at work. Like, let's say your one coworker isn't feeling that great, so out of respect you stay and work a little bit longer for them. Maybe you had plans, maybe you're so fucking tired, and maybe that's your second double this week, but out of respect for them, you're gonna do it. Again, these are a little bit bigger and to each their own. Like, there's each situations. Like, maybe your boss is a fucking asshole, or maybe your coworker's lazy, or maybe your boss is your mom, or maybe your coworker's your best friend and she's never once asked you to take her shift. You know, there's so many different circumstances, but these are other ways that you respect people and show that you respect people. Another way is showing up for your friends. Let's say your friend's having a really bad day and you go and bring them coffee. That's kind of like, or no, let me rephrase that. Your friend's having a really bad day, so you pick up that damn phone. This is out of respect for your friend because you know they need you in this second, even though maybe you're about to take a nap and you're really fucking tired. And I feel like it is the bare fucking minimum to show up for people and to do these things for people. Again, the smaller ones. The bigger ones, like, you know, they are a little bit different, but the phone one, not so much. Again, there's different circumstances. I get it. But overall, I feel like these are, you know. Anywho, there's two main ways that you can disrespect yourself, in my opinion. The first one, not showing up for yourself. I think this is the biggest way that you can disrespect yourself. So, every single day, you show up for your 9 to 5 on time. You work your ass off throughout the day. Sometimes you stay late. Sometimes you work through your lunch. And you show up every single fucking day on the dot. You wake up for work and then you go home. And you go to work. You get there, you drink an energy drink. You work. You're working your ass off because you're so tired because you couldn't sleep the night before. But you know what? You're going to do this because it's your job. And then you don't really eat throughout the day because you're not really hungry. And then you get home, still not really hungry. So then you do scroll on TikTok or any form of social media. And then you're like, maybe I should eat. But, you know, it sounds really good. Those hot Cheetos in the pantry. So you're going to eat the hot Cheetos. And then you're going to continue to scroll on TikTok. And then you're going to be like, oh, fuck. It's 2 a.m. I should go to bed. What did you do for yourself? No, tell me, what did you do for yourself? Another example. Maybe a little bit different. But same scenario. You wake up at 7 a.m. You go to school. On time. You're in school till like 2 or 3. And you study on your lunch. You're working your ass off the entire day. You're not eating. Again, same thing. You're not really hanging out with your friends because you're trying to prioritize school. Then you go home. Same fucking thing. You want a break. So you doom scroll on social media. Maybe you take a 30-minute nap. And then maybe you do eat. Let's say you eat some Cane's. Some fast food. And then you doom scroll again. And then you go to bed at 2 a.m. And they're like, why am I so tired? Again, what did you do for yourself? What did you do for yourself? Why are you putting other people before yourself? I understand we need jobs. We need to go to school. I understand that these are things that have to be done. But that in between does not have to be done. Why aren't you showing up for yourself at the gym? Why aren't you actually going to the gym? Why aren't you waking up a little bit earlier, stretching, eating some eggs, and then going to the gym? And then going to work? Why aren't you moving your body because you're so tired from work when it's benefiting someone else? Yes, you get a paycheck, but who are you really helping? The big man. Why aren't you eating 3 meals a day? Why aren't you eating at least 2 meals a day with greens? Why aren't you eating fruits? Why aren't you eating protein? Why aren't you cooking for yourself, and why do you keep going through these drive-thrus? Why do you keep putting so much caffeine in your body? Why? And then why aren't you showing up for your hobbies? Why aren't you showing up for your career goals? Why aren't you showing up for your passions? Like, why aren't you practicing your beats? Why aren't you picking up that guitar? Why aren't you picking up that paintbrush? Why aren't you picking up that pencil? Why aren't you writing? Why aren't you reading? Why aren't you going, like, skateboarding? Why are you doom scrolling instead when you know this is going to hurt you? Why are you being so fucking disrespectful to yourself that that's all you're worth? Like, why do you think that that's all you're worth? Why do you think you just need to go to work and then that's it? Like, no, there's so much more you need to do in between. You need to make sure that you're drinking enough water. You need to make sure that you're cutting back caffeine. You need to make sure that you're sleeping. You need to make sure that you're moving your body. You need to make sure that you're doing things that you're passionate about. Yeah, you just worked 9 to 5 at the bank, but what about your career goals? What about your podcast? Why aren't you filming your podcast? Why aren't you making those silly little videos that you don't think anyone's going to watch? Why aren't you studying for that nursing degree that you want? Why aren't you studying for that psychology degree, that teaching degree? Why are you just giving up on yourself? You are too young. You are too fucking smart. You are able to, but you are lazy and you are disrespecting yourself by not showing up for yourself day in and day out. Think about that the next time that you want to scroll through TikTok. Think about that the next time that you're not eating all day and you're drinking all this caffeine. Because it's honestly a joke after a while. Because again, why aren't you putting in the work for yourself? And again, small things, it's going to take time. It's going to be small, like slowly but surely. Yeah, of course. But still, why aren't you trying? Why did you just give up? I think not showing up for yourself is the biggest form of disrespect. Because yes, don't get me wrong, you're disrespectful because you didn't hold the door open for that old lady. But are you ever going to see her again? As fucked up as it sounds, are you ever going to see her again? But why aren't you moving your body? Why aren't you taking care of your health? Why are you drinking every weekend because you're so fucking depressed? Why aren't you taking care of yourself? Yeah. I think I yelled at you enough for that part. Next part. Letting others disrespect you. Okay, let's go through an analogy again. Let's say you're hanging around people that talk shit about each other all the time. Oh, Lily said this and Jessica said this, like, about you. Okay. But it's okay because she's ugly anyway. Okay, well, why are you talking shit about someone else? And why is someone else feel comfortable enough to talk shit about me to you? Because those people, again, this is kind of a whole nother topic, a whole nother situation, but people that talk shit hate themselves. They are low vibrational people that you don't want to be around. Especially if they're telling you that they're in rooms about you that aren't good. So, again, my thing is like, you act surprised that people don't show up for you when this is what goes on behind closed doors. You're not surprised. You're surprised when people don't support your art. You're surprised when people don't show up to your events. You're surprised when people don't text you for weeks and then they act like nothing happened. But then again, this is what they're saying about their closest friends. They're telling you these things are happening when indoors, like rooms that they're in. They're saying these things in rooms that you're in. That's just one example. Another example is people talking shit right to your face. Holy shit. There's been so many times in my life where I let people say shit to my face. And then they're like, just kidding, Zoe. Just kidding. Fuck you. You're not kidding. You're a bitch and your mom's a bitch. But seriously, like, oh, those jeans don't look good on you. Like, that's such a stupid example. No, we're not going to use that. Let me think of one. Dude, I've literally been so cautious about not letting people talk shit about me. I can't think of any right now. Here we go. This is my favorite one. You look so much better with straight hair. Why don't you straighten your hair more? No, I love my curls. Don't fucking talk to me. Anyway, but seriously, like, those are backhanded compliments. Like, why would I let someone say that to my face and be like, oh yeah, you're right. I did that in middle school. My old best friend told me that I looked better with straight hair. My crush told me that he liked me more with straight hair. So you know what I did? Straightened my hair every day of 8th grade. Guess whose hair is fucking damaged because of it? Guess who straightens their hair now? Almost never. I think in the last 3 years, I've straightened my hair 2 times. It's just not for me. It's not who I am, and that's okay. But again, there's so many things in between, like people like belittling you to your face, but also people belittling you to your face in front of other people. So like a lot of times, like with girls, they like, as you get older, it's not as bad necessarily, but it still is. But they like to like make just jokes about you and like in front of guys or girls they want to impress. So they'll be like, yeah, that's Zoe. She just eats a lot. That's Zoe. She just talks a lot. Or like she just thinks she's so funny. Like things like that. And they're like, no, because friends that care about you, dude, I have so many friends that fucking make it seem like I shoot fireworks off every time I walk into a room. There's some of my friends literally love, adore me, and admire the ground that I walk in, and vice versa. But they tell I have some friends that tell their boyfriends about how like smart I am, how I go to like how they're so proud of me for going back to school, and how a lot of my friends are really proud of me for starting this podcast. A lot of my friends are really proud of me for like going the career path I want, for not becoming an addict like most of my family, for just being smart. And again, it's just, you shouldn't be friends with people that can talk shit to your face, that will talk shit to your face in front of other people, especially friends that listen to other people talk shit about you. Because why were they so comfortable? No. That is fucking disrespect, and those aren't your friends. Because, again, like, your friend should fucking admire you. They should be borderline in love with you. And because why are you wasting your time with people if there aren't? Like, why are you wasting your time for people that aren't showing up for you, that are being disrespectful, that are doing all these things? Like, why are you showing up? Because that is disrespecting yourself and your time, because it's showing that you tolerate negative people like that. It's showing that you tolerate that behavior in your friends. And take it disrespectful. Take it fucking as disrespect. For example, I had a few of my really close friends not tell me happy birthday this year. And I sat on it and I thought about it, and I'm like, maybe I am being a little dramatic. Like, maybe I am, like, you know what, like, people get busy. I get it. I talked to my therapist about this too, so she agrees. I don't get it. I do not get it, because I would have never done that to you. I would have told you happy birthday. I would have been there. And it's a small disrespect thing. Like, again, there's some of my friends don't celebrate, and that's fine. Like, that's different. But friends that have been openly, like, telling me things like this in the past, just for them to be like, oh, I was too busy. Okay, well, now I'm too busy for you. Because that is disrespectful, and I'm not going to take it. There's absolutely no reason. Again, there are some, but then that's a late one, or like, I don't know. I don't understand. I'm done making excuses. There are extreme circumstances, and I do understand. But just because you were busy isn't an excuse. Because if you are too busy to text someone. Here, let's see. Ready? long does that take? Exactly my point. Because it's not that hard. It's not that hard to be too busy for someone. And that is disrespectful at the end of the day. If I didn't fucking tell Louis happy birthday, do you know how mad that bitch would be at me? Oh my God. He'd be so mad. Again, just throwing that out there. So, but just things like that. Like, I feel like as a society, we have gotten very accustomed to being comfortable and not wanting to leave the house and all these things, and just like staying to what comforts you. And again, I get it. I do think that put yourself first. You are the most important person in your life. 100% put yourself first. You want to be comfortable. But again, as a society, we have made it to where we think that we come before our friends. Like, we think that we don't have to show up just because we're tired, just because we don't want. No, show up for your fucking friends. And again, take it as disrespect when they don't. Because I've had so many friends in the past where I've gone to all of their things. Dude, so many fucking things. Like, multiple times a year. But they still can't even show up to anything of mine or text me happy birthday. And that is disrespect. So stop letting others not show up for you and literally talk shit about you, to you, or to other people. That is disrespectful, and you don't want people like that around you. Kind of going off of that, I kind of wanted to talk about, or no, I'm not done. Another thing is not letting your, like, at work, I feel like people tend to get disrespected a lot at work. They let their boss treat them like shit. They let their boss, like, treat them like shit. They let them overwork them and, like, pick favoritism. Like, I'm sure it's happened at almost everyone's job at some point. That's fucking disrespectful. I get you need a job. I get you need a career, but do not fucking take that disrespect, because you are a fucking human being. And sometimes bosses get the biggest fucking ego trip just because they got lucky one time. All I'm going to say is I make more money now than my old boss did. And I'm 22, honey. You're what? Exactly. Anyway, sorry, that was a little loud. But literally my point, like, don't let these jobs disrespect you. Don't let your friends disrespect you. Don't let your family disrespect you. I have had so many instances in my family where my family said shady comments to me. And yes, I get their family, but I used to be so quick to stop talking to my family. I still am, and I'm still working on it. My cousin passed away a while ago now, but since then I've been a lot closer with my family and a lot more lenient, because death is a hard thing and it's scary. But if you're listening, I'm sorry. I love you. But when I got my septum pierced, my grandma got so fucking mad at me. She said all these ugly, nasty things about me and screamed at me to get out of her house. I didn't talk to her for, I think, 6 months. My mom invited her to my graduation. I took one picture with her because my mom made me. And then I still didn't talk to her. Honestly, I stopped talking to them, like, for almost a year and a half. And the only reason I did again is, again, because of my cousin. And I'm glad I did. Death is an awful thing, and that's a whole nother subject. But my point is, don't let your family disrespect you. Just because they're blood doesn't mean shit. And again, like, we're all human. We all make mistakes. But just like my mom and dad have never disrespected me, ever. Their parents, don't get me wrong, they're gonna do shit, but they've never, like, actually been disrespected me. They have said things, like, don't get me wrong, like, they have, like, done things, and, like, but they've never, like, they are so proud of me. And I think, like, no. Do not let family disrespect you. Do not let people disrespect you, because at the end of the day, it is you. And I'm not going to lie, I think almost every single person in this world disrespects themselves. Pretty close to it. So do not let other people disrespect you too. Don't disrespect yourself, and don't let other people disrespect you, but you get my point. Like, just be picky about who you surround yourself with. Be picky about your career. Be picky about your friends. Be fucking picky. Do not let people disrespect you. People around you should genuinely enjoy you and admire your presence and like what you bring to the table. Your friend should speak highly of you. Your friend shouldn't. You should be able to have a conversation with your friends that isn't talking shit. And if you can't, I'm sorry, you do not have good friends. I've had so many friends where all they can do is they're such negative people. I've had friends where they're like, I had one girl tell me that if you don't have it was like in middle school, like, if you don't have an ass, you can't wear yoga pants. Dude, I didn't wear yoga pants for years because of her. I got an ass though. Anyway, but yeah, like, just what I'm saying, like, don't hang around negative people, because, dude, like, it matters, and that means that they're disrespecting you. Again, just please do not let yourself be disrespected. At the end of the day, it is a learning experience. And it's about boundaries. It's about finally figuring out when disrespect is too much. Because again, you are going to let yourself be disrespected. It's normal. It's part of life. It's how you grow. It's how you learn. Like, wait, this doesn't feel right. But just take everything, like, don't dwell on it. Don't be like, damn, like, I really let them do me like that. Like, damn, guess what? They're not anymore. And that's the whole point. Respecting yourself means that you care about yourself. It means that you care about how you look. It's about, you care about how you present yourself. You care about your goals. You care about your aspirations. You care about your hobbies. You care about your mental health, your physical health, your spiritual health. Respecting yourself means that you care about yourself, and you won't grow and become the best version of yourself until you realize this, and until you respect yourself. You need to respect and discipline yourself. There's so many different ways that you can start by respecting yourself, because again, this is all our first time living. None of us are going to be perfect. There's always going to be another way you can respect yourself. There's always going to be something better you can do. There's so many little ins, outs, in betweens. There's smoking weed, drinking alcohol, not sleeping, not eating, I have a friend who has a bunch of notes on his phone of habits that he wants to break, in different ways he wants to start respecting himself. And I think it's like smoking weed, drinking, and not watching porn. And honestly, those are all valid things. And again, like, start sleeping at least 6 to 8 hours a night, at least 6 hours. Start eating at least, just start with one good meal a day, one balanced meal a day, minimum. Start moving your body. You can lift weights, you can run, you can ride your bike, you can swim, you can do all of these sports. You can literally get up and stretch in the morning. You can get up and do Pilates in the morning. Limiting your screen time. There's absolutely no reason that you should be on TikTok. Honestly, period. But I can't say shit because I am too. But I think a good rule of thumb is an hour a day on TikTok. Having boundaries, honestly, and just like not letting people, like, being like, okay, this is starting to get disrespectful. You not showing up for me 3 times in a row is kind of disrespectful. You saying those things to me is very disrespectful. No, I'm not going to do this. I'm not, like, again, respect them. And like, if your friends fucking need you, get your friend, but still have your boundaries. And lastly, just leaving situations that aren't for you. I kind of already went over this one, but if that job is giving you panic attacks, fucking leave it. If your, like, friendships just aren't benefiting you, leave it. If just so many ins and outs in between. like everything, this is going to take time. When you haven't, like, respecting yourself, when it, like, again, like, I feel like most people, again, most people sleep 3 to 4 hours a night, and then they drink caffeine throughout the day, and then they don't eat, and then they kick ass at work, and then they doom scroll, and then they're like, oh fuck, it's 2 a.m, but I have to wake up at 4. Oh well, go to bed now. Like, so it's gonna take practice, it's gonna take time. I'm not, like, again, I'm not coming on here to talk shit about anyone, because I know this is 100% me, and it's something that I'm working on. I have gotten better on. But guess who has slept a total of maybe 12 hours this entire week? So, exactly my fucking point. But it's going to take time, practice, figure out what's important to you, figure out what the most important thing to you is at the moment. For some people, maybe it's, maybe I'm going to stop disrespecting myself and actually get good at the guitar again. Maybe I'm going to stop disrespecting myself and move my body so I'm not fucking anxious all the time. Maybe my goal today is to drink a bottle of water. Again, it's going to take time, and it happens slowly, but practice, try something. If you take anything from this podcast, please start doing one thing to stop disrespecting yourself. Yeah. So anyway, that's kind of all I got for this. This is a good one, and I probably have a lot more. Like, I could talk about this forever, but I feel like this is a pretty good podcast, and please let me know how you guys felt about it, what you guys want to see next week. As always, I'm going to say this until someone fucking comments. If you watch this all the way through, comment that you watched this all the way through, and I'll buy you fucking Dutch Bros, okay? Or coffee, or what the fuck ever, but just someone, please. Fuck. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching this week's episode about just respecting yourself, honey. That's just respect yourself. Show it for yourself, because who else is? So, but I hope you all have an amazing Sunday, and I will see you next Sunday. So I love you all, and have the best week, and thank you. Bye bye, y'all.